but I don't know what happened or what is the problem, but it's a nightmare to put that hook to that slip stitch. Hello, welcome to Crochet with Heidi. My name is Heidi and I am filming this to you from Finland, city called Tampere. Welcome. What is happening? I have gained so much new subscribers. I have already almost 300 subscribers. The views and likes of the previous video are sky high. I am amazed. Thank you so much, everyone who have subscribed my channel, watched my episodes, liked it and commented. Thank you so much. It's so nice and heartwarming to see that you are also into crochet. And I mainly talk about in these episodes about crochet. Sometimes knitting maybe, and actually I have a knitted top on me. I have knitted this year 2020, I think. I was in knit mania at that point, so I knitted a lot, and this is one top. I will put the link down below. It's a drops pattern. If I remember correctly, the name of the pattern is Gracefield Top, made with drops big merino yarn, but I will link down below the pattern if you want to see. So this is episode 12, if it matters, and the date is July 14th. It's Sunday afternoon here in Finland. And so what do I have today for you to show? I don't have any finished objects at the moment, but I have 3 whips. One of those is new and that you haven't seen before, and then I have one project that I am about to start, or I am struggling with it. So that's the content, and in the end I will talk about that Jyväskylä Knit Festival that I visited last weekend. I will tell you more about that in the end of this video. So grab a cup of coffee or tea or something that you like to drink, and a project, knit or crochet or something else, and let's dive in to my projects. A little update about my blanket project. If you are a new one, I am making a blanket for my daughter. I have started this in February, and if you want to learn more about this project, please visit episode number 2, I think. I will link it down below. In that episode I am telling more about this project and the yarns and the patterns. But I have to confess, I am a little bit behind of my timetable. I have been crocheting 1 block per week, and now I am behind 2 blocks. It was 3 blocks, or it was 4 blocks. I was 4 blocks behind, but I am catching up because I'm on summer holiday, so I have more time. So I have now 2 blocks to catch up this project, and I have wet blocked 9 blocks already, and I'm about to wet block some more of these squares, and then I start to join. And I hope that I am able to join in the upcoming week, and I will film a clip for you to see how I am joining these squares. But this has been a fun project, but I am a little bit worried that if I fall behind, then it's going to be really difficult to accomplish this by the deadline. And the deadline is late fall, like October or November, but I have to make 30 blocks, at least 30, and I am now on block 20, I think, so I have 10 more blocks to go, 10 weeks, but of course I want to block the ones that are finished already and join them together so that I can see how big the blanket is and if I need to do more blocks. Do I need 40 or 50 blocks so that I can make a really good size blanket? But yes, I am catching up this project, a blanket for my torso. And my next project that I want to show you or talk to you about is this scrappy yarn blanket, not a blanket, cardigan, that is called in Finnish Huvikumpu. And look at this. The last time that I showed you, was it 2 weeks ago about? I was like somewhere, I think I was somewhere here. But the length have grown and I have sleeves. I have 2 sleeves. I will put a video clip here so that you can see how it looks on me, and I will tell you more about this project. If you are a new one and you haven't heard about this yet, please check my previous episode where I talk about the idea of this blanket and how I have made it. But it's all scrap yarns or my stash yarn from my stash. And I had this with me at the Jyväskylä Knit Festival as a festival project, and this was the only thing that I crocheted during the weekend. And I managed to do the sleeves. Well, these are not in full length yet, but I managed to do the sleeves at the festival, and I decided to do the sleeves at the same time. So the stripes are, you know, similar to each other. And yeah, they are quite straight sleeves, and I am planning to make a ribbing, but it remains to be seen what kind of ribbing. And yeah, it's quite long already and I love it. It has been a joy to work with, but this is one of the reasons that I have now struggling with a new pattern. I will get to that soon. But as you can see, there are a lot of yarn ends here. I haven't done anything with those, and I'm still wondering if I leave these yarn ends. But I don't know yet. And I'm very proud of myself. I have weaved in the yarn ends in one of the sleeves. And the other sleeve looks like this. So there are some yarn ends to be weaved in. But I don't mind about weaving yarn ends. Of course, it's not always the, you know, the it's not always the thing that you want to do at the moment, but if you have a correct mindset, it's really relaxing to weave in yarn ends. But yes, so this has been progressing very well until last weekend. Yeah, in the Jyväskylä Knit Festival I crocheted this a lot, but when I came home I started a new project, and this has been, you know, like resting for a while, but I really love it. Just need to do some crochet to finish it. But this nice project, I just had to start a new project after the Knit Festival. I had this kind of yarn in my stash. Look at this. It reminds me of a unicorn. And I went to the Knit Festival with the idea that I want to buy a mohair to go with this yarn. And I found a white mohair. And now I have started a sweater or a jumper or a pullover with these two together. This unicorn yarn is, I will show you the label, truly hooked yarn that I have bought from Yorkshire, north of England, or Great Britain, how do you say it? There is this event Yarndale that I have visited 2 times in 18 and 19. Now I can't remember which year I bought it, but it doesn't matter. And it's a standard sock yarn, 75% of superwash merino and 25% of nylon, 425 meters per 100 grams. And the yarn color is Daydreamer. Well, I have named it Unicorn. And it has been in my stash ever since, and I did a stash inventory in the beginning of June, and then I decided that I want to make a sweater out of this yarn combined with a mohair. And this mohair I bought from the Jyväskylä Knit Festival last weekend, and it's a Finnish hand indie dyer called Aara. And this is mohair, 22% of kit mohair and 28% of silk, 50 grams and 420 meters. And I bought 2 skeins of mohair, and this I have 3. So I don't know how much I run out of yarn, but we don't worry about that now. Before I show you the sweater, I want to show you, I will put a clip here that you can see how this yarn looked when it was in, you know, in skein, because this is now a, you know, yarn cake, but it looked like this, and in a cake it looks like this. Ah, so beautiful. And I have I think I started this last Sunday, but it has been a few days now that I haven't worked on it because I was inspired to do something else. But ta-da-da-da, check this out. Wow. So this is my unicorn Helmi jumper. And Helmi jumper is Helmi is Finnish and in English it's pearl, and it's my own design. This is my fourth sweater with that recipe, and if you want to know more about Helmi jumper, the first one, I think I am talking about it in the first episode. I will link down the episode where I talk about the very first Helmi jumper. But this is the fourth because I just loved the idea that you can do a basic jumper with a half double crochet and raglan increases. And I just love the color. What do you think? And check this out. I also bought this from the Knit Festival, Unicorn Stitch Marker. Loving it. This is the back side. And the first skein of mohair is finished, and I have only one skein left. And now I'm wondering what to do. Well, I'm going to crochet the hem a little bit longer, and then I will move on to the sleeves. And in my Helmi jumper, in the very first one and in the second one, I have a short sleeves because of the situation that I didn't have enough yarn back then either. So it came out to be a short sleeved jumper, and it's okay. This is going to be also a short sleeved jumper, but I am afraid that this doesn't that I don't have enough this to have sleeves like this length. They will be like this length, but we will see. And if that happens, then I will go to a yarn store and buy like drop skid silk white and do the sleeves with that, maybe. Let's see. But really loving it. And I didn't mention the hook size, but it's 3.5 millimeter hook. It really, as you can see, this is very bright colors, but with the mohair, it's like a little bit, how do you say it? Melerattu, or it smoothens the colors just a little bit. Really loving it. I will, if I can put it on so that you can see, although I have this top on me, but it doesn't matter. So this is my Unicorn Helmi jumper. Really loving it. I think the fit is nicely loose, and yes, something different for my wardrobe. But something happened this week. Was it on, oh no, was it on Thursday or Wednesday? Cannot remember anymore. But I was crocheting some rows to this jacket, and I just got fed up with, you know, half double crochets. I have done during this year like jillion half double crochets, and I just got, I'm so tired of making half double crochets. And I just wanted to start something new that doesn't involve half double crochets. And that's why I had to buy new yarn. So, yesterday I went to a store and bought some drop slima yarn. The store is not a yarn shop, it's a store that sells everything. From garden tools to yarn, cosmetics, furniture, like everything. And in Finland, it's hard to find drops from any yarn store because it's so cheap. They sell it so cheaply in the in the website, drops website, and so there is no point of yarn shops to acquire this yarn and sell with higher price. So these all these shops or stores that sell everything, they have found out this niche market niche that they can sell drops with very low price. Okay, so but because I was so sick of the Huvikumpu crochet and I wanted to do something different, and I went to my Ravelry favorites and I found this pullover. It's Obelisk pullover by Tanja Johansson, the Cozy Knot in Instagram. And I thought that, oh, I want to make that. And I checked that the drop slima is a perfect match for the pattern, and I went and bought it. Lots and lots of many skeins of drop slima. Beautiful color. And yesterday evening I made a gauge swatch, and I decided to make with 4.5mm hook because I tend to crochet loosely. The pattern stated 5, but because I have a loose tension, and I decided to go with the 4.5, and I made a gauge swatch, and it was a match or match enough, and I started to make the pattern. But this is so fun, and I don't know, I didn't want to make half double crochets, and you know what, this pattern is half double crochet, but you cannot tell it from the picture, and it's not stated in the, with the pattern per preview. I just learned when I had bought the pattern and read the pattern that, okay, this is half double crochet. I was like, oh my god. But luckily, it's done differently so that you get this kind of texture. These are all half double crochet. The only thing is that where you put the hook in the previous round, so you get these, ridges over here. And a butterfly stitch marker from the Knit Festival. Yeah, this was easy peasy. And the Obelisk pullover is done from bottom up, front panel, back panel, and sleeves. So this is first panel. And yeah, this was easy peasy. And then I started to do the section 2. And oh my god. It's done, horizontally. Isn't this horizontally? This is vertical, horizontally. And it's a nightmare. Total nightmare. It uses slip stitches and half double crochets. Half double crochets are fine, but the slip stitches, oh my god. With a hook size 4.5. I am not going... When you do a slip stitch, it's quite tight stitch, I think. And when you come back to that slip stitch and you need to do the next row through that slip stitch and the back loop of the slip stitch, it's impossible with this hook size. I don't manage to put the hook, you know, through that back loop, like with the force and, you know, like this. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do a sweater that I am most of the time like this, you know. Just terrible. My hand is aching already, my back and my shoulders, and I just did this. No way. And I was like devastated last night. But what? Oh my God, how people do that? How you manage to, you know, do a stitch to a slip stitch? Because it's so tight, and I tried to do loose because I crochet loosely, but I don't know what happened or what is the problem, but it's a nightmare to put that hook to that slip stitch. Just nightmare. I don't know. It's not going to work. And like I said, I was devastated because I wanted to start something else. I just need a break from those two projects and do something totally different. And this morning I spent like half of the day thinking about what to do. I have huge amount of yarn and no idea what to do. And I, you know, googled, went through Ravelry. From Ravelry I put do a search with drops lima crochet. Nothing. Oh my God. So little project done with drops lima. What is that? Is this a bad yarn? Because I don't have much of experience of this. I have a blanket project, knitted blanket project that is a whip or UFO at the moment. That's all that I am done with drops lima, so I don't have any experience. Is this a bad yarn? I hope not. It has 65% of wool and 35% of alpaca, 50 grams, 100 meter. But, so, because I just had to find a new project, then I remembered that I have been following Ola Crochet some time now, Maria Colarte. She has amazing patterns, crochet, cardigans and pullovers, and I checked her designs and I found this Ola Cardi. I will put a picture here because it's constructed totally different that I have done before, and it uses not half double crochet stitches. So I made a swatch. I'm making a swatch at the moment, and it looks like this. So that Ola Cardi is done from panels, 2 front panels, back panels and sleeves, and they are crocheted. The crocheting way is like, it's not done like this, it's done like this, you know, horizontally. Yeah, it's a wave stitch, and I was really excited to start the gauge swatch, because it's very important in this kind of project, because you get the length already in the foundation chain. But yeah, I was very excited to start the gauge swatch, and then I realized, oh my god, this uses also the slip stitch. So this is a slip stitch when you crochet the next row back loop. And my 4.5 or 5mm hook, it was impossible to, you know, access the back loop of the slip stitch again. And I was like, what? And I went through Ravelry and Etsy shop where are, you know, reviews of the pattern, and no one said anything about that they are having troubles with the slip stitch. Am I the only one? I don't know. Am I missing something here? And I was very frustrated, and then my husband comes and, what are you doing? And I'm explaining him my troubles and my difficulties with this, and he's like, well, change a hook. I don't have any different hooks. I have only metallic ones, you know, like the ones that I have started like 15 years ago, that are very thin metallic hooks. But I listened to my husband, and I went upstairs and to my hook collection, and I found these hooks that looks like this. They say Crochet Society, and this is these came from these crochet boxes that I ordered. I don't remember anymore when I did order those, before Corona, I think. Like few months. Sorry. Crochet boxes that they had these yarn, patterns and hooks, you know, so that you can do the patterns with the hook that was included in the box. I think it was like Bella Coco crochet, and I don't know, does she do these anymore? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I have hooks. And luckily there was 5mm hook and 4.5mm hook, and I tried to make this stitch pattern, and voila, this is so much better, this hook versus this hook. With eye, you cannot see the difference, but I think this is sharper than this one. So these are the same size hooks. But it's way easier to do this with this hook, the slip stitch, you know, the stitch to the back loop of the slip stitch. Way much easier. And I don't know why. But it's a good news, don't you think? It's not a smooth sailing at all, you know. But I think I just have to try to make this gauge swatch finished, and then decide, am I ready to make a cardigan that requires a lot of hours, a lot of works, that there might be issues with the slip stitch, you know, because this is going to be a very long project. Yeah, I think so. but you know, I'm just blown away about how difficult this is. But maybe it's just because I haven't done those stitches before, or am I, what is happening? Because I don't know. Or do I have to try to make the slip stitch more, you know, loose? But I don't know. Very strange. But I don't know what to do. But I tried to finish this gauge swatch and see if I'm like in the required tension or not. And I have to decide, do I really want to take this project, or shall I just knit something with this yarn? I don't know. So annoying, you know. When you are really excited to start something and then you realize, oh my god, oh my god. And I had an idea, or it came up to me that some patterns, you can do the gauge swatch before you buy the pattern, which I think is a good thing, that you can do a gauge swatch before you buy the pattern. And in other projects, you have to buy first the pattern and then do the gauge swatch. Because now I have bought this already, this Ola Cardi, and I'm doing the gauge swatch and I don't know if it's going to work. And then I have this pattern that I don't use. So I don't know. I would prefer if designers could inform the gauge swatch like in the Ravelry information page or on their website or something, so that if you have like a stash yarn and you want to try, if I could make that pattern from these and then you decide if you want to buy the pattern. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. Okay. But maybe in the next episode, I am doing this or not. But wish me good luck with this one, because I'm really wanting to do something different, because I have done a lot of basic jumpers and sweaters, I think, lately. So I want to do something new and different. So those were all my active projects at the moment. And I want to tell you about this Stella Shawl. Have you heard about this, or have you seen this anywhere? It's so huge that I cannot show it to you here, so I will put some pictures now to this video. So it's a Stella shawl designed by Julme Conradie. My square hat in Instagram. A beautiful, gorgeous, amazing design, and it's crochet, of course. I had the privilege to test crochet this for Julme in February 2019, and I want to talk to you about this because I had this on me at the Jyväskylä Knit Festival, and people there, knitters, crocheters, were blown away about this shawl because it's so amazing and it's crochet. And it got so much attention there that I decided to host a crochet along here in Finland about this shawl. And it starts end of July and it lasts whole year until next June. So that we all the crocheters or knitters who have crocheted this, we will take a picture of all those Stella shawls at the next Knit Festival next July. So it's a year-long crochet along. And if you want, of course you can join us. But I am like this formal crochet along is happening here in Finland, but informal crochet along can happen with you guys. And I will put a Ravelry discussion thread to my Ravelry group. I will put a link down below so that you can join my Ravelry group. And there will be a thread called Stella Crochet Along. And if you want to join this crochet along, you are most welcome. We are using hashtag Stella Shawl CAL 2425 in Instagram if you want to join. This shawl is made with my shawl is made with Jess Coppom, color Raspberry Rocky Road, and then there is black mandarin petit. So 2 yarns, and you need one wheel cake that has 100 meters of yarn, and of course the other yarn you needed also 100 meters. So there is 200 meters yarn in this shawl. And the wingspan, how do you say it? Wingspan. No, you know what I mean. This is like 200 centimeters, and this width is 110 if I remember correctly. And I have tassels here too. And the hook is 3.5 millimeter hook. And this it's easy. The pattern is easy. The construction is amazing, but it's easy to make, although the first foundation rows are a little bit tricky and difficult, but you can manage it if you have been crocheting, you know the stitches, just stitch by stitch you can make it. And after that it's smooth sailing, because it just repeats itself. There is this linen stitch section, then there is front post section, single crochet section, front post, linen stitch, front post, single crochet, front post, linen stitch, all the way down here. Amazing shawl, amazing design. Whoa. And of course, because I'm hosting the crochet along, I am going to make a new one. I don't have the yarn yet, but maybe I will take a Jess Whirl with some other color, and perhaps this mandarin petit, because I have found out it's great with this pattern. And yeah, but really amazing shawl. So you are more than happy to join our crochet along if you want to. And if you have any questions about this, please leave a comment down below, and please join me to my Ravelry group, Crochet with Heidi. And although if you are not going to participate this CAL, you can still join my Ravelry group. I will link all my episodes there, and if you want to talk to something over there, you are welcome there also. Okay. I have been talking like a crazy person here. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, about the... that's not all. About the Knit Festival. So, the Knit Festival, Jyväskylä Knit Festival, it has been organized from years 2016. I have been attending from 2017, although there was this corona year that I didn't, and I think there was 21 also that I didn't attend, but every year. And it's a blast. There is this yarn shop Titityy in Jyväskylä that is hosting the event, or is the idea came from that yarn shop. And that festival area is this old wooden stable yards kind of thing, where the Titityy yarn shop is located also. And the festival is happening in that yard. It's not a big area, so it's a little bit crowded over there. I will put some video clips that I took to end of this video so that you can see the crowd and the yarns and the atmosphere. So it's all about knitting, crocheting, yarn, community, people. Yeah. So we just gather there, we take our seat, we sit there and crochet, knit and chat, and of course there are yarn indie dyers, yarn shops, and they have their own tents there that they sell their products over there. Lots and lots of beautiful yarns. So many people bought a lot of yarn. I did only, my main purchase was this mohair, because I tried to follow this guideline that Heidi, you can only buy yarn when you have a certain project on your mind. So that's why, and I didn't have this project on my mind when I went there. So, you know, things change quickly in this hobby. But yeah, like in Finland, like in festivals in Finland and in summer, it shines or it rains. And every year there is rain. And because it's not all, you know, under one roof or anything, so we have our raincoats and umbrellas with us, and we try to crochet and knit under the umbrella or the raincoat. But it's Finnish summer, it's part of the West Festival to have some rain. Yeah, but it's fun. I went there like on a Thursday afternoon and came back on Saturday evening. So like so many hours just admiring yarns, crocheting, being with the community, that knitting crochet community that we have here in Finland. It's just amazing event. And next year we will have our Stella Shawl photographing session over there. So excited. So excited. But I will put short video clips end of this video about that festival. Yes. And if you have any ideas what kind of content you want me to show you, do you want to have clips from Finland or markets or fairs, and or just me presenting my project? What do you want to see? I would like to hear so that I can plan my episodes accordingly. But I just also like to sit here and chat to you about my projects, and I'm happy if I give you some inspiration to your crochet hobby. Yeah. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I hope you liked this episode. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and thank you if you have. And of course, thumbs up and commenting is also very much loved. Thank you very much for being there, and see you soon again. Bye bye.